Another personal milestone for you with your goal at Bradford, 25 for the season again, top scorer in the entire EFL. Things are good, aren't they, at the minute for you?
After that game the other night, yeah. Before that, I was on a little bit of a goal drought. I think it was 3 games before that. But yeah, to have 25 goals this season, like you say, be top scorer in the EFL. I definitely would have took that at the start of the season. I never said targets, but I think at the start of the season you look at it and think if you get 20 goals, you've done really well. So to have 25 goals with 8 games left, yeah, really happy with that return.
You got 67 in 89 now across your entire Notts career in all competitions. When you joined 2 summers ago, did you think that sort of impressive record of 3 goals every 4 games, do you think that would be possible?
Possible, yeah, but realistic, probably not. I think I back my ability, I back my goal scoring ability. So I always believe that I'll score goals to that level and get that return. I probably didn't think that was going to happen, and that's not me being not ambitious. That's just as a striker being realistic. I've made a step up to the National League first, and then to League Two. So yeah, like I said, to have that return I'm really happy with that, and hopefully I can push on now.
You surpassed Lee Hughes in the Notts all-time list with your goal at Bradford. You're only 12 goals off getting into the top 10 now as well. What else do you think there is for you to achieve personally here at this club?
You're telling me all these, by the way, for the first time, so I've never heard these before, so it's always nice to hear. After the Newport game, someone told me that I think I was top scorer in this century. So I think I over Mark Stallard there. So like I say, these personal milestones, to play for a club like Notts County and then to hit these personal milestones and hit these records, yeah, I'm so proud of that because it's a huge club. So like I said, before I came here, I didn't probably think that I was going to do that. So to have done it, yeah, every record I break, every milestone I pass, it's an incredibly proud moment for myself.
What do you think's been your favourite or your couple of favourites from the 25 this season?
My first one was nice because I hadn't scored for the first 3 games, and you put a little bit of pressure on yourself, and you just want that first one out the way, and don't have to away to get my first goal. That was a real nice one. In terms of the best one, I've only scored one outside the box probably in the last 10 years, and that was against Morecambe, and that was my hat-trick goal as well, my first EFL hat-trick. So yeah, to score outside the box is a rare one for me. It's normally just a tap-in, and for that to be my hat-trick goal as well, that's probably my best goal and one of my favourites so far.
You said there scored from outside the box, you scored headers, penalties, you scored all types of goals this season. How hard is it to keep sort of learning and getting better when you're always leading charts and breaking records during your entire time at the club?
I don't think it's hard necessarily. I think you've got to try and humble yourself. No matter how many goals you score, you've got to always try and be humble and take each game as it comes. And I go in every day trying to learn something new. I never think I'm the finished article. I never come in and think, oh well, I've scored these goals now. I'm going to stop listening to the manager and what he wants. I almost come in like I'm a beginner and say, okay, what do you want from me today, and what do I need to improve on, and what can I do? And I'm always looking to improve. Like I say, I want to go through the levels. I want to score as many goals as I can, and by being content with my goal return, I'm not going to do that. So I've got to just start afresh every single day, every single game, and just look to try and improve. And that's what I'm doing at the moment.
And you got a new strike partner now as well. What's it like playing alongside Alassane Jatta?
Oh, he's brilliant. He's a handful, isn't he? He's huge and he's got everything. He's got power, he's got pace, strength. He's been brilliant, and I can't begin to imagine how difficult it is moving country and going into a new environment. But he's fitting really well, fitting the group really well. I think he makes me look a little bit miserable because he's always smiling. He's just a great guy off the pitch, and then on the pitch, yeah, he got his first start against Accrington, and I was over the moon for him to get a goal because that just released that little bit of pressure. I know as a forward how hard it can be to not score for a while when you go to a new club. So to get his goal so early in his first start, that relieved a lot of pressure, and you could see that after the game. He obviously was delighted with that, and then to go into Bradford and score 2 goals, but not just his goals, his own performance is incredible. A real handful for defenders, and it makes my job easier because sometimes when we come difficult pitches like Bradford's, you can't get the ball on and play as much. So I've got to go a little bit longer, and that probably doesn't suit my game as much. But when you've got him up there with you, challenging, and you're just trying to pick up the second balls and play off him, yeah, he's been a delight to play with so far.
You lead the League Two scoring charts, of course. Salford's Matt Smith in second, just one behind. So, you'll be hoping to keep in front of him over the weekend.
Yeah, I've already had a word with the defenders and said you need to stop him from scoring. No, but he's done incredible this year, and he's the same. He's a real handful, and he's got plenty of experience, and he's done it at this level and higher for years now. And yeah, his goal scoring return has been incredible, and he won't go away at the minute. Every time I score, he seems to score. But yeah, he's a brilliant player, brilliant goal scorer, and he's going to be difficult to deal with on Saturday. We've just got to do our best to deal with him and deal with the service to him. If we can do that, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Well, best of luck. Thank you, Macca. That's all for me.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, hello, Macaulay.
Hey, mate, okay?
Yeah, good, thanks. It's John from the Football League paper.
Hi, John.
Yeah, good stuff. Just wanted to ask you, first of all, what have you sort of thought was perhaps the difference between that National League defences to Football League defences this season?
Obviously, the step up in quality, we knew that going into the season that it was going to be a step up. And that's no disrespect to the National League, that's just how football works. As you go up the levels, it gets a little bit more difficult. I think at this level, teams are very well structured and they have a plan and a way of defending. And teams in the National League did that as well, but I think even more so in this league, you can see the way teams set up and the structure they have off the ball, and sometimes difficult to break down, really difficult. And the defenders, there's some top defenders in this league, and it's been good to experience that. I've never played at this level before, so you always wonder, I wonder what the defenders like in League Two. So it's good to experience that and go up against them, and I like to challenge myself. And I've done that this year by playing against these defenders. But yeah, the quality, step up in quality, has been a decent one. I think look at teams going forward now, they break a lot quicker and have a little bit more quality in the fanfare when they're attacking, and they can punish you quite easily. So it's definitely been a step up in quality, but I've really enjoyed the step up.
What do you think the biggest improvements that you've made to your game have been over this season?
I think the biggest one that I've had to work on is my movement. I think I've always had decent movement, I like to think, but this year sometimes just one single movement doesn't get you a goal necessarily. Sometimes in the lower levels you can make one movement and the ball will fall to you. At this level, you make one movement and the defender's still marking you and he won't go away. You've got to double up your movements, triple up your movements, and be a lot cleverer. I think that's the one thing I would say. I think you've got to be a lot cleverer as you go up the levels, and I've tried to do that this year. I've tried to watch as much footage as I can of other teams and look at my game and how I can improve. And that's the one thing I've took away from it, that you've got to constantly be on the move and constantly thinking.
The fact that you scored the goals this season, does that give you confidence that you could play higher up the ladder?
Not just this season. I think I've probably always had that confidence because of the past couple of years. Obviously, when you're going into a new league, there's the unknown of whether you're going to continue that form on. So you've got to prove that to yourself first and foremost. But I've always believed that I can score goals high up the ladder, because I think as a goal scorer, it's sort of you against yourself. I know obviously defenders get tougher and it becomes a lot more difficult. You probably get less chances, but ultimately it's you against your movement against the chance that you're going to get, and that doesn't change whether you're playing at National League North, National League level, or the Football League. So yeah, I've always had that confidence and belief, but every year you do it, you add more and more belief to that.
And how big an ambition is it for you to win that Golden Boot?
Yeah, it's obviously nice. I think any striker's ambition is to finish top scorer in the league. That's always nice. I wouldn't say it's the first and foremost on my mind. I want to win games and score goals as well. I don't just want to think about winning a Golden Boot. Look at the league at the moment, and look, we're a little bit off playoff places, but it's still on. As long as it's still on, then we're gonna keep on believing, and we've got to be realistic. Yeah, we are 13th in the league, but if you look at the points tallies, a couple of wins get you right back up there, and the league is quite tight. So I'm just focusing on that and winning every game and trying to score as many goals as I can. If at the end of the season I finish as the top scorer in the league, then that's just an added bonus.
I mean, how big a boost has it been to get those results you've had over the last couple of games?
Yeah, a real big boost, because it was a real tough couple of months. Obviously, I'm not going to deny that, because we're not robots, we're human beings, and we suffer from conference loss. And we did that. You could see that, and I felt like a lot of things were going against us. I'm not making excuses there, but we were on the wrong side of bad luck. Some decisions that went against us, that when you're winning, them decisions go in your favour, but they weren't seem to go in our favour, and it's been really difficult, I'm not going to lie. And to have an away point against Accrington, we were a little bit disappointed, to be honest, because we felt like we could have and probably should have won that game. But to come away from Accrington with an away point, it was started a little bit of a platform, and to back that up with an away 3 points against Bradford, 4 points in 2 away games, going into the last 8 games of the season, it's a good platform to build on. It's gave us a lot of confidence. There's a different feel around the place. The lads are a lot more confident now, and we just got to keep taking each game as it comes and try and win as many as we can, and that's helped us going into the last 8 games.
And how pleased were you for the manager that you got that win the other night? Because obviously it hasn't been the easiest of starts for him.
Yeah, delighted for him. You could see how much it meant to him, and like I say, it's been difficult for everyone, the staff, the players, and definitely the manager. And he's a great guy, real good guy, and I've really enjoyed working with him. And you can see that the way he wants to play and the tactics. And I'll sit in his office and he'll speak about football, and you can just see he knows the game inside out, and he's brilliant. And like I say, we've probably been on the wrong side of a bit of bad luck and wrong decisions at the past couple of months, but to get that win for him the other night, that meant a lot, and you can see that obviously he's delighted with that, and that's going to give him a lot of confidence going into the last 8 games as well.